Hello and welcome back. This is the Motley Reviewer, and this is going to be my review on Transformers Studio Series 86 Wreck-Gar. And as we can see, Wreck-Gar is he doesn't have a faction symbol, but on the box he says he's an Autobot because he was against the Autobots, but then the Universal Greeting made him into an ally. That's the story. So, let's look at his face sculpt. You can see that face sculpt, and it has that nice brown mustache and goatee. And let's do comparisons to this Junkion. Here he is aside Studio Series Hot Rod. He's bigger because he's an actual Voyager, not a Voyager Engineering. And here he is next to Voyager Megatron, which is big. And here he is next to Voyager Cyclonus. Cyclonus is taller because of his ears. Now let's get into his accessories. So, he comes with 2 wheels, which can slide over the spikes. The spike here broke, but you can still put the tire there, albeit not as stable as the other ones. And that's how it's supposed to look, but what I like doing is putting it both on his arms for extra battering. And he comes with a Pinwheel of Murder, which can go into his hands, or can go on his back using this peg and that hole. You can also plug in on his rear. Just line it up on his rear. And let's get into articulation. I'm going to put the pinwheel off to the side. He has a ball joint at the head. He can look side to side, all the way around, up that far, down, not at all. He can slightly wiggle waggle. His arms are at 360. His elbow gives you 90 degrees. Let's remove these tires. He has wrist rotation, full 360. You get downward movement, but that's for transformation. You get full outward kick, and then some for transformation. You get weird ankle tilt. You can move his skirts, and he can do the splits. And let's get into transformation now, shall we? Okay, first thing you want to do is unplug his chest all the way. Then lift this up and away from the body. Then push this so he looks like he's doing some weird version of origami. Pull out the top section, fold out the glass, fold in the head, then fold the arms like so, and they should plug into these little things on the arms right here. Those plug in right here. His transformation's a bit fiddly, but it works in the end. Flip in his hands. You grab one of these tires and before you do anything, you plug it in between the arms. So you get his motorcycle wheel. Then you get to the back, straighten it all out. Then you point out his feet, fold them up, and they will tab in right there. But first, you want to plug the tire in between the legs, then bring down the feet and plug them in, plug them in, plug them in, and there you got his motorcycle mode. After you flip these out, and it's a nice vehicle mode. Very G1-y. Looks a lot like how he did in the movie. Weapon can store, again, where his rear used to be. Or if you wanted, or were so inclined, you could plug it in right here, but it doesn't really work. But, cool feature, you can put figures on him. Here we have Hot Rod, getting him all positioned up. I'm going to flip out the goggles, and you got Hot Rod riding Rutger. More slides than rolls, but he can roll. And for comparison, here we have the Siege Megatron mold. Kingdom Cyclonus. And again, Hot Rod, but in robot mode. And I'd say that's it. Actually, wait. If you look right there, you get dials on the back of his head, even though that's visible head syndrome. And the skirts become parts of the back. His back becomes a nice part of the vehicle mode. The wheels. Oh, something I forgot to mention. These guns are on ball joints, so you can move them however you like. The nipple blasters. They can move out, in, up, down, straight. But that's it, and that's all. This is my review of Transformers Studio Series 86 Rutger. And that's it. And I'll see you next time.